had the chance to visit with O before the game, and so what's the biggest difference that you're seeing right now? And by the way, we did have an interpreter.
I was going to say, did you have a good talk?
Yeah, there was a lot of just nodding heads. But he said the running that took place in Japan and Korea, and there's his interpreter right there, Eugene, who's really a pleasure to be around. He said the running here, and he likes it. He said it's not nearly as much because now he can work on what he wants to work on. He's got time to work on pitches, the things that he's here to do. He said a whole session here would be like a warm-up over in Korea in terms of running. And the first pitch is taken high by Eric Ibar. His interpreter Eugene was born in Cincinnati, moved at the age of 7 to Seoul, Korea, went to an international high school. That's popped foul. Graduated from NYU, and where he's from, dual citizenship. Had to go back for 2 years of military service. He's 29 years old. He knew O's agent from some previous work, and that's how he got introduced to this job. That's pulled down the right field line, foul. But he'll be with us all season long.
Now he's in the big leagues.
Now he's in the bigs. And he's smiling about it.
He is a nice guy.
He is. Here's a 1-2 pitch by O. May have hit him. It did. So Ibar is hit by the pitch. What are the coaches saying about O? Because I know you're in uniform an awful lot, talking about various players. What's their impression so far?
You know, I haven't heard too much. I just know from the first time that he threw in pitcher's batting practice that he looked really good. The ball looked like it was coming out of his hand real well. He's got a good changeup. He's really smooth, so when he lets go of the ball, it kind of jumps on you, and that's something you like to see.
Nick Swisher at the plate, struck out his first time up. Jim is in uniform with the players, but also doing a lot of work studying up for the games.
I'm afraid of where this is going.
And so Jim is going to tell us the hometown of Sun Wan Oh. He's from South Korea. What part?
John, get up. What do you got there?
That's close enough.
Can anybody pronounce that?
Good luck.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna find out after today.
Yep.
I can promise you that.
I know you will.
I'll be ready on Monday.
1 ball, 1 strike on Nick Swisher. They talk about O having 5 or 6 different variations of how he cuts the ball, changes speeds. They believe, though, he's got very good control with all those pitches.
Yeah, he'll mix up his breaking ball. He'll throw one a little bit harder than the other. He'll float one in there.
Runner goes on a 2-1 pitch. They'll avoid the double play.
Like a change up there. Just keeps you off balance. And like I said, the ball can jump out of his hand, so you have to be, as a hitter, you can't just give up the fastball to look for all that other stuff, and they throw it right by you.
Carlos Martinez made the start today. A couple of strikeouts and 2 innings of work. And now it brings in Garcia. Battling for a spot at third base for the Braves. Runner at second is Ibar. 3 hits aside and a 1-run Atlanta lead. You know, many times you'll see guys like O or Rosenthal, Siegrist, some of those pitchers that in regular season play you'll see in the back end of games come in early to face major league hitters that may only play 5 innings.
Well, the thought process is you definitely want to get your key guys in there against their key guys if you can. You don't want to send your, well, first of all, you don't want your closer sitting for 8 innings in the spring training game, just sitting around. And then you want him to face big league hitters. You don't want him facing double-A hitters. He's got to test himself too.
Holiday going over and runs out of room. It's Brian Pena there on the right, who was signed in the offseason to a 2-year deal by the Cardinals from Cincinnati. Derek Lilliquist, who was married in the offseason, in the center, and Mike Matheny there on the left. Ibar is your runner at second base, and a 1-2 pitch.
I think back in the day we were playing San Diego and Trevor Hoffman started a game.
Is that right?
Because he wanted to see the, he wanted to see the top 3 guys in our lineup. But I'm okay with that, especially if one of your aces aren't throwing that day. And if you got, maybe an off day where you can, you're maybe a bullpen day or something's different, you throw the guy out there, let him get the big league hitters out, especially in 1, 2, and 3.
Remember final game, I think it was in 2008, Troy Percival made the start against the Pirates in a game that was meaningless. But Tony La Russa, it was meaningful to him.
Well, I was thinking of Troy Percival when I said that, because he did that plenty of times when I was with the Angels. But I remember Trevor starting a game in San Diego just in spring training, just to get, like I said, get the top 3 hitters, just kind of see where you're at.
He also had a tea time.
I'm sure he did.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second base. Lined into a double play. Over to grab it was Jerko, and Ibar is doubled off at second base. Scoreless frame for some 1-0.